everybody, it's Lynn from Lynn's Craft Designs. I bought these, I'm not sure I actually bought them, but anyway, I've had these molds a couple of years. Not sure where they came from, honestly. Maybe BB Craft. I'm not sure. These are just a little, set of the, like, keychain molds or whatever, but they're Halloween. This is like a purple people eater. Each one of them is different. These do not fit the standard little glass eyes that you buy. What I mean by that is they're too rounded. If you put the eye in like that, it doesn't, let's see, alright, let me hold it in from the back. It doesn't fill up that eyeball all the way. In other words, if you pour resin in behind it, it's going to leak in front of it. So you'd have to back it with clear to have any hopes of even seeing that glass eye. Get this one back out. Alright. Here's what I'm talking about. You see that? Let me see if I can break it off. Nope, I can't. No, I can't. Anyway, that's how much more domed it is than that eyeball. Alright? Okay. Now, these did come with all these little printed eyeballs. And a set of half-sphere domes. I don't know what you would call them, but okay. This one, each one is a different size, okay? So, that's why I could only put one. This one has two of each size. Okay? So, on these two, I put the glass eyes. Okay, and on this one, just to see what they'll look like. Then I poured just 3 clear domes. We're gonna back those with eyeballs and see what the difference is. Now, I can already tell you what the difference is, but resin is not as optically clear as glass is, obviously. Ooh, that turned out kind of pretty. Ha ha ha! Success! Oh, and so did that one. Oh, I'm in love. Okay, let's see if these will work now. Oh, that is really pretty. Okay, those are gorgeous. Sorry I haven't said anything. Okay, now, let's see, these. Gonna be this size. Yes. Okay, this size. Comparatively to what we've already got. And what we're going for is really not much difference. Okay, let's try. I want to try this little green one right here. That's got more of a pupil than a elongated pupil. So let's try that one. And I'm going to say that one just because it's so close, okay? Okay, you know, I possibly could tell how long I've had these by the condition. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now this one is the bigger size. These are going to be the smaller size. So, I might possibly only have needed one of these anyway. Right. Well, I like those two right there. These are a little closer together. Okay. Alright. Now, normally, what I would do after I cut these out would be just to drop a drop of UV resin on top of these. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm out of UV resin. I have some ordered, but it's taken forever. So I'm not quite sure what I'll use yet to glue these down. Hold a minute. Okay, this is a product called Glossy Accents, and it's by Ranger. It's used in the scrapbooking world, and I wish I had an example I could show. I'd have to get in my closet, and that would take half a day. Anyway, it's used to create a doming effect on, like, you know, lettering or a picture or, you know, something small that you're adding to something else. A card, a mini album, whatever. It's clear, not so yellow. And there's another one called Crackle Accents that does basically the same thing, except obviously crackle. It's quite the booger to get it to come out the first time, because it dries, you know, to a hard, well, resin top finish actually. Alright, there we go. And again, I'll only need a tiny bit, like as if it was UV resin. Okay. Sorry for my sniffing this morning. You try wiping it again. Ugh. I know I talk about it all the time, but I've had 2 strokes now. And the result of the second one is, well, besides I have nerve damage all on the right side of my face. which can be excruciating. But my nose runs. And because of the nerves damage on the right side of my face, I don't feel anything over there. So I can't tell when my nose is running until it touches my lip. How gross is that? Alright, so it really doesn't matter how we stick these down. See what I mean about I left the tiny little bit of paper I shouldn't have done. And what I shouldn't have done is left them in the mold. That was the dumb part. Okay, these are at least these are at least still clean on the front. Okay, now we'll just let those dry and then I'll be back. Okay, now I have waited patiently. Gone over them with my long neck ladder several times and I need to do it again. But I've watched them, I've pinched them, I've tapped them, I've done just about everything to make sure, I can't turn them to show you, but that the particular points or horns or ears or whatever are filled up. Let's hope. Let's hope. If not, I'll do another video showing how to repair them. Okay, I'm going to start with this one because it's got the most mica powder, whatever you want to say. Now they are still really bendy. Hopefully they're firm enough to demold. They may not be. Okay, they are definitely not. And just like I was afraid on this one, we just could not get that resin down to the tip of those wings. Maybe if I would have stuck up something in there, but we're gonna fix it, don't worry. Alright. The rest of these I may need to just wait for, but I'm not gonna do it anyway. The problem is it's just got such a small hole to demold it out of. Try not to touch the eye. Now this one, I didn't do any detail because I couldn't really tell where the teeth were, so I figured I would do that afterwards. Hey, that's 2. See, once again, those horns just, although they really did, all of that one, just the tip of it is gone. And that one, the tip of it is gone, but the others are there. Okay. Save that one for last. Oh, this one had a bubble that appeared after I quit watching them, evidently. Oh, this one's hard. This one's hard. Okay. Oh. That one turned out cute. That one turned out cute. I love that one. Alright. This one didn't fill in the rest of the horn right there. Oh, but other than that, it did really good. Other than the on the eye there, I will fix that. Alright, now, last but not least, the dragon's eye. This is the one I'm most nervous about. Because it does have a tendency for those horns not to fill in. This one's tough. Wow. Okay. Now, all of the horns have holes on the back. Alright? That just happens. But they really did fill out pretty well on the front, other than the tip of that one. Alright, so we'll just need to put a little UV resin on the eye. And then I'll see what I can do about filling in any of the missing bits, like right there. I'm not sure, but we're going to give it a try. What we've got so far. Now, I did put a layer of UV resin over these. These were the glass eyes. And it'll still need a couple of more. layers just to cover that indentation. This one's a little bit better. I love this one. Flying purple people eater. I even got him some wings out. Okay. I really don't even know how they expect. Those are so tiny. I love this one. This one's so cute. This one is basically a complete fail. First of all, those horns didn't fill in all the way. That eyeball had a couple of little raised, and so when I put UV resin on them, they just intensified. So I'll have to do something about that. But those horns, I just sanded the tips of them off so that they were a little more equal. Put a little gold pin on there. Same thing with this one. I put the gold pin on the horns and on the details. I like it. I like the gold. Not very different, but just different enough. Okay, all of that. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the horns on this one. I'm gonna do the wings. Now there's this one. The wings. Now, it's literally just the tip of the wing that is missing. So you can see there I put just a little drop of UV resin. Sanded that tip just a little bit to get it smooth. And then I'll put some Prima Antiquing wax just to cover that so it's gold. Okay, so I did not do this side, so let's do it together. First thing I'm going to do is to cut off just a bit of that tip. Now, I'm not kidding here. This is everything I can do to get a drop out of this UV resin. Okay. Luckily, it's a medium viscosity UV resin, so it's not going to try to pour all over the place. I'm sorry, my nose this morning. I'm just going to hit it with my UV torch. Just so I know it won't flow over when I put it under. Okay, well that's under the nail light. Let's put his wings on. Now, when I poured these, this one is quite a bit thicker than this one, especially on this edge right here. So I'm going to glue this one first. Okay. Thank you, Lord, for letting me have enough. Hey, here's our little purple people eater. I would probably make him more of a fridge magnet. Be so cute. I'm thinking on my fridge. Same with this one, actually. That eyeball just really... I'm very surprised that I like these better, but I think it's just because I put the UV resin on. That's why I don't really care for polymer clay jewelry when you put UV resin on it. It's something about that UV resin. I just am not a fan. Okay. But these, now I got a little black around the edges where it overfilled, but I love it. It's so cute and so tiny. And if anything, this one's even tinier. Now, like I was talking about, a keychain, a backpack clip, but why would you put that on your purse? You wouldn't. I mean, most people wouldn't. Some people would. Okay. I really like this one too. Just really don't like that. If it was a glass eye, a solid glass eye, I would just cut that back and peel it away from the glass. But it's a glass eye that I embedded into what? Resin. It worked though. It really did. The main problem was I'm out of UV resin. I ordered it. I've been waiting. We've already gotten 2 messages saying they've shipped it, and still waiting. It'll be here eventually. Alright, let's get that one out of the nail lamp. And drop it on the table. Put my glasses on. Okay, yeah, that helped. Alright, now let's do a little sanding on this one. But just a bit. I just want to knock the sharpness off. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That off a little bit. Hey, you know what? Let's do it with the gold marker instead. And a little bit more control. Oh my goodness. That literally worked perfectly. If you didn't know what you were looking at, like comparing it to, you would not even notice. Alright, so let's let's put a little bit of this. Is the Varathane, the Diamond Flecto Varathane, which is actually a floor sealer. This is not nearly, I'm not even going to do it. Nope, nope. This is a way too big a brush, but it is very soft, so will not leave the brush strokes. Now, a gloss water-based Varathane is, you're not supposed to shake it, but I always do. The reason you have to stir it is because the glossing agent, whatever you want to call it, settles to the bottom. Now, here you want to do what I call a flood coat. In other words, you want to put enough on there where you will not see the brush strokes, but that it's not going to just run off. Oh, this brush is not the best. And look at it. Okay. Okay, this time we made some eyeballs. We used glass eyeballs. This is the one I pulled out that is totally messed up. But you can see, this is how much deeper the eyeballs are on these tiny little molds than the regular glass eye. The regular glass eye is not domed up enough for these, no matter the size. So, this is a printout that I got off of Etsy. It's been years now, so I'm sorry about it. I won't be able to add a link, but search dragon's eye printouts, animal eye printouts. Search those things and you'll find these. Just a regular inkjet printer. It was on, not sure if this was a photo paper. Doesn't really feel like it, but anyway. And then the half sphere mold that actually came with these molds. Okay? I don't know which one it was. Sorry about that. They're basically the same. And then these tiny little molds. I have no idea what you would do with them. The 4 little tiny ones. the bigger purple people eater one. And then this dragon one. This is not part of the set. I just threw it in there because it does have that same deep domed eyeball. That's what I'm going to call it. Deep domed eyeball. Okay? So, here is how we addressed it. Now this one is still drying, but I actually like it better. It's much less noticeable, the defects in the eye. You can actually see the eye better. Alright, so that one's still drying. This is the dragon one. Now, I did not paint the eye with the Resin, so you can still see a lot of the defects. We'll see if we're going to do something about that. Probably. This one also is still drying. But again, the eyeball is much easier to see through there now. I would say I need to put a dot so that I'm on camera, but it's my camera. Not me. It's my camera. Just blame it on the camera. Alright, these are these three. I love this one. It just reminds me of a little fawn. This one is a little alien. And then this one. This is the one we fixed. We fixed his wings. So at least now they don't look like I didn't pour them all the way. So, yeah. I don't know how much you could see. This is the one that I dusted with different micas. This was the watermelon red from the Resin line. This one was the Chalcedony. And those Mayspring sets, one of them is called Gemstones set. The other one is called Two-Tone set. Okay, let's set it on the front of the box. And if I wouldn't have had them already open, we might have seen that. And then the charcoal black on the horns. Okay. So actually that is the first time I have used those Mayspring mica powders. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.